Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the channel. I hope we're all doing well. In today's episode, we are going to be taking a look at Myrwatch. Now, Myrwatch is a Creation Club mod, and it was one of the first homes that was created for Special Edition before Anniversary Edition came out, and it's an Eleonora home, and there's a quirk behind this home. And honestly, it's pretty cool. It's let me show you where it is on the map real quick. So Myrwatch is right here. High Moon Hall right here. Morthal right here. And Solitude. The closest hold being Morthal. Now, this home is pretty much, you'll find that when you come to the door, right, you find that it requires a key, and that's because it's a mage's home. And like I said, there's a quirk behind it. So when you first come here, now if you're using a grass mod, if you're on console, this isn't gonna matter to you, but if you're on PC and you're using a grass mod like most of us are in the community, you'll find that it is very difficult to read this tower's note, which is right next to this body. Now, if you do want to check out like some amazing content, I highly recommend Skyrim Plus. And I watch his content from time to time. I'll leave a link down in the description box below. And if you've been following my live streams, I stream on both YouTube and Twitch. So if you wanted to kind of check me out live and kind of chat with me and everything like that, my Twitch will be down in the description box below. And as well as if you subscribe to here on YouTube, you get notified every single time I go live. However, if YouTube doesn't notify you, then really Discord is like the best way. I know not everyone uses Discord, but I'm at a point where I feel comfortable sharing a link with you guys for my Discord, because I have a few moderators for the Discord to kind of set things straight and everything like that. So because I know there have been instances that I've heard about where people didn't have moderators for their Discord, and they end up getting exposed and everything like that. But anyways, but yeah, I'll definitely leave a link to Skyrim Plus's channel. His showcases are great. The editing's great and everything like that. Obviously not, and obviously I can't like do all that editing. I prefer not to, but his content is great. He's a swell guy. He's an awesome guy. Yeah, so I highly recommend him. I'll leave a link. Like I said, I'll leave a link to his channel in the description box below and everything like that. So, but Eleonora, if you guys didn't know, if you've been living under a rock for the past 13 years, is a well-known mod author in the community, and her attention to detail is pretty on par. Is pretty on spot. So, right now, I think she's making homes for Skyrim, or not Skyrim, Oblivion Remastered. She because that just came out recently. So yeah. Anyways, back to the showcase. So you open this, and he has a flame spell, just in case you have a mod that doesn't, that kind of takes away the flame spell. You have this, but you want to read this journal, and it starts Myrwatch. So when the eye is doused in flames, the hair will light the way. I've heard that Sindanar say it over and over, breathes, breath stinking of ale, as if it were a limerick. Given his dark hood, you might think it was a dangerous spell, but so long has no one's hair caught on fire or found imps in their cupboards. The words were harmless, just the mad ramblings of a drunk. Of the inn patrons, only I bothered to humor him. We bounded over a bottle of hunting brew and the bucket with which we had history. So when the elf bit the dust, it was only natural he left his things to me. Among them were countless pieces of junk, including full ownership of the bucket and a spell tome written in some long dead language. But as soon as I started cursing the old fool for willing me his trash, out slipped two items of value: a map and notes to a tower deep in the swamps. It was only after reading it that I realized the drunken words weren't part of any limerick. They were instructions, a way in. Now that I am here, things are getting even more clear. The hair part still doesn't make a lick of sense, but the eye is the stone seal. That much I'm sure. Yet nothing I do seems to work. I've doused it. I doused it in the fire from my torch. I've chopped kindling for hours and built a bonfire high enough to scorch the bloody moon. Still nothing. Maybe the seal can only be broken with magic. Well, if that drunken fool can learn to cast spells, so can I. I've got the bastard's tome. I just need to make sense of the words. But I better be quick. The fire seems to be attracting all sorts of creatures from the belly of this unholy marsh. Hopefully, I can manage to survive long enough to discover whatever treasure lies within. And yeah. So, there we go. Deep in the swamps of Hjalmarch, where the branches are gnarled and the mist is thick, lies a tower of unknown province. Few in the province dark speak the name Myrwatch, and those that do do couch or couch. I think it's probably couch. I don't know. Couch their words with apprehension and fear. Yet the mystery of the tower only piques my interest further, and so I made it my life's work to discover its secrets. What I can deduce of its past comes from its present. From the cut of the stone to the wards that surround it, every piece is a clue, a signature that can be traced back to a pen in hand. The stone seal that guards the entrance is none other than the Eye of Magnus, a symbol born from the legacy of Shalador. Its burning gaze can be found not just in Myrwatch, but outside the College of Winterhold. Could it be the mages here were cast out from the college and set out to carve their own path? This is but a theory, and yet one I feel has merit. Nevertheless, without access to the mind of its occupants, true insight will remain frustratingly out of grasp. All right, so just reading that, we must set ablaze this little thing. Hold on. There we go. And there's the bunny. Run, little bunny, run. And that unlocks the doors, as you heard the door unlock. And let's go inside. Ooh. All right. Now, this is a beautiful, beautiful home. If you're Now, I did a showcase on this home a while ago. This is probably one of, like I said, that and Tundra Homestead were probably one of the first videos that I ever did. So let us, and now this is a very circular moment, or circular home, as it is technically a tower. So let's go from right to left. So you have bookcases and bookshelves for the bookworms of Skyrim. You have a training dummy. You have a bed. I think that's a child's bed. I'm not sure. More wardrobe, a chest. I think this can hold up to 2 children. I think. I'm not sure. A little place to sit and have some mead. And a cooking pot or cooking spit, depending on how what the mod author decides to put there, or the words. Here is then more stuff, some books. Kind of catch up in your reading. And then a glass dagger, some flawless emeralds, sapphire. And I think most of this stuff is mostly non-static storage, so you could kind of take this stuff and do it as you will. And this is a journal. You can read this if you want a little bit of a backstory to this place. Two maps. I think that's Solstheim. Yeah, that's Solstheim. And that's Skyrim. Very cool. Oven. Bread. Your safe. Cupboard. And I believe this is your bed. And this is a cured disease recipe. Oh. It's a strong box. Bookcases and more bookshelves. Alright. Now this is where you do all your alchemical stuff. You have your display case, shield rack, right weapon rack, shield rack, mannequin. So, and this is last bow of the stack prince, soul render, blood scythe, dwarven black bow of fate, blood skull blade, champion's cudgel. And then this is the arcane staff enchanter. Very cool. More weapon plaques. And this is just standard weapon racks. Cabinet. Kind of store stuff. And this is all the Dragon Priest mask, Dukan, Zakrisos, Azadal, wooden mask, Ponarik. I don't know if there's a place for Myrwatch bust. This is the Skull of Corruption, Wabajak, Penguin's Rose, Spider Control Rod, Staff of Magnus, Staff of Jared Galderson, Keening, Mayor's Razor, Blade of Sacrifice, Nettlebane, Habozdine's Fang, and Blade of Woe. Just standard dagger rack, mannequin, and this is Ethereal Shield, Charge of the Blooded, Spellbreaker, Wuthrad. This is Dawnguard Rune Shield, Arkan Sword, Dawnguard Rune Axe, and then the Dawnguard Rune Hammer. So it has most of the, and this is Restore Health. potion recipe. If you would have that. And then these are all the paragons. Ariel's bow, obviously. Initiates Ewer, and Ariel's shield. And then this is the standard enchanting place. This is where you can harvest or have all your ingredients and everything. Pretty awesome. All forge, so kind of pretty much craft these stuff. Rhinestone. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this home. Most part, at least. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this showcase. If you did enjoy this showcase, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. If you want to, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you want to follow me on catch me live, I stream every so often on both Twitch and YouTube. I try to stream 4 days a week, while also putting in some videos and everything like that. So but yeah, I'll catch you on the next time, guys. And also my Discord, along with Skyrim Plus's channel. Go check them out, show them some love, tell them I sent you, and yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one, guys. Bye bye.